Alright, so picking up where we left off, we see Acro Silky tweaking right after getting hit with that fire attack from earlier. As she comes back to her senses, she sees Aira and him on the floor and gets angry. She starts getting mad at these two for taking away Aira from her, Momo in genuine disbelief. And this had me befuddled as well, cause you were the one who decided to gulp her down like a Baja Blast, and now are you mad? Okay. She starts throwing around the broken pipes with her hair, and their reactions are so funny cause Turbo Granny just vibing and then Momo is just confused. Seeing Acro Silky start tweaking again, they do what smart people do in situations like these and get out of there. Ken asks Momo what the plan is, but she just says to run away. But Ken can't run very fast with all these obstacles in the way. But Momo has an idea, and from what we've seen in the past 6 episodes, it is always good to trust Momo when she got a plan. But you know who isn't gonna let that happen. She comes in for the top and absolutely bodies Jesus, man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This is video proof that karma exists. Y'all know good and well this happened because of how she did those 2 girls from earlier. 2 counts of first-degree murder. God could not let that one slide. And I find it funny that Silky singled her ass out too. Not the demi-demon over there holding her daughter. No, the little girl. She a real hater. Also, peep the technique here. Momo using that battle IQ. I like that. But with Momo out of the picture, it's now Ken's turn to get chased. He starts running all around their warehouse, nearly escaping her hits. But Acro Silky can move too. I mean, it's in the name. She comes out of nowhere and smacks our boy Ken to the floor. With those 2 kids finally out the way, Silky can finally focus on Aira. She says it's alright that she won't call her mommy, because she'd rather eat her instead. Because by devouring her, they will finally become flesh and blood. Interesting logic going on over here, but who cares? Momo's not gonna let that happen. She stops Silky in her tracks, but here we see the fruits of Momo's planning. Thanks to Okarun running away, Silky ended up getting trapped by her own hair. Good shit. But Silky starts breaking off the beams to free herself, and when Momo tries to restrain her, she gets even more angrier. So she's like, hey, Okarun, go full throttle and take her out. And this nigga says some, I don't know. What? What you mean you don't know? What is this? And this? And this. Dude's just been saying fuck it, we ball this entire time. Ayese had the exact same reaction I had when I heard this bullshit. Man, Momo was saving this dude as well, kicked him to safety while protecting herself. But best believe, when the time came to lock in, our boy was there. Okarun has what I like to call the Captain Save-A-Hole complex. Anybody else is in trouble, they just be chilling. But when someone they love is in trouble, all of a sudden, they moving like the 2024 Cleveland Cavaliers. Bro has never hit this shit in the history of ever. It was clean though, I'll give it to him. Turbo Gurney was watching this like, damn nigga, you was going full throttle and that's the best you could do? Bitch ass nigga. With Silky out the way, Turbo Granny searches Aira's body and they find one of Okarun's balls. Woohoo, 1 out of 2.
Congratulations, Okarun. You got one of your nuts back.
You are so humiliating.
But even better, even worse, Aira is dead. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, man. Rip Aira, man. Gone not soon enough and already forgotten. As we always do on the Noahsxz channel, let's all have a quick moment of silence to commemorate this sad, sad event.
I'm a bad little bitch and I'm snipped like a Barbie. Hips, lips, ass, and
I'm so high, I can touch the sky. I know it's my time, and it's time.
According to Turbo Granny, an ordinary human eaten by a yokai will die. The only reason why these 2 didn't die was because Ken has yokai powers and Momo's a psychic. Momo tries massaging Aira's heart with her powers and using CPR to bring her back to life, but Turbo Granny says it's no use. Hey, at least she's trying to help though by calling 911. Then we see Silky come back. She says that she wants to give her aura to Aira so she can come back to life. And both of them are like, fuck no. You tried to kill us 2 minutes ago. But then she breaks her jaw to prove that she's not gonna do anything. Momo's still not buying it though. So she puts Okarun on standby and then tells her to explain how she's supposed to do this. And yo, that boy Ken's back is absolutely cooked, man. Stage 4 scoliosis every time he transforms. Silky tells Ayese to use her powers to connect her aura with Aira's like a communication cord. So after telling Ken to watch her, she does it. And then Silky's memories start flowing in. We see Silky in her past life in a room after finishing a job. Then, after that, she starts walking home in the rain. While she's walking, she finds this beautiful dress, but she walks past it because she doesn't have the money for that. Then she gets home, takes a deep breath, and when I saw this, I thought she was coming home to like an abusive husband or whatever, but nah, we see this cute little girl happy to see her mom, and she's happy to see her too. Then we get a little glimpse into their life. And damn, she is a certified bag chaser. She working as a janitor, a cashier, a prostitute, and being a full-time mom. And even though these two don't got a lot, they got each other. And sometimes that's all you need. They got lots of good memories together. And something that they share, their love for ballet. And I didn't notice this until like the 4th time watching this, but over time we see the girl start to get new things. At first she didn't have dancing shoes, then her mom bought her some, then she bought her a little tutu to dance in. Shows how hard she's working for her daughter. Since her daughter's birthday is coming up, Silky takes about 40,000 yen, which is like $260, to spend on that dress that you saw earlier. And look at them, man, so happy. They was dancing, having a good time and shit. Put a smile on my face for real. And she even got her a nice big birthday cake. She's 4 years old. You would think it was her birthday with the way she was smiling too, huh? And in the back of my mind, I knew some nefarious shit was up. I read JJK Weekly, bro. Ain't no such thing as a happy ending over there. That shit ruined my life. And man, you know, I've watched a lot of anime. Hell, when I was covering JJK week after week, I'd be getting cooked by those page turn translations every time. But damn, this one right here, this nigga Tasu gotta be a gay disciple. Apparently, Silky owed some money to some debt collector, and since we saw her spend money on her daughter earlier, she probably didn't have enough to pay her debts. And y'all know how it is, man. She's a single mom who doesn't have anyone to defend her, so when they came, it was basically raps. This hurt me, man. She saw her daughter crying and did her best to protect her, but she couldn't. They made this shit so brutal too, god damn. They took her money and her girl and left her to die. She rushes out of there immediately, looking for her daughter, and we can see that this is the same point of view we saw earlier in the episode. Ultimately, her wounds are too much. I saw this insane comment earlier when I made that community post where this nigga said, I kid you not gonna lie, my mother gave up too soon. I tell the police and equalizer that whole loan shark community. First of all, nigga, you are most definitely not that guy. Niggas watch one episode of the Equalizer and think they're Robin McCall. No, the fuck you're not. And second, did you watch this shit with your eyes closed, man? That girl was her entire world. You take away water from a fish, sunlight from a plant, oxygen from a human, you're gonna get the same result. Without that girl, her life meant nothing. And with nobody to help her out and no hope to save her child, of course she ended it. A lot of people are also wondering what happened to the girl, and there's a lot of misconception that that girl was Aira given to a different family, and I'm not gonna hate because I thought that was what it is too. But let's be for real. You think those loan sharks wanted to take her daughter away just so they could give her to a nice foster home? Hell no. She's probably dead. Since Silky didn't die in peace, she ended up becoming a wandering spirit in her city, losing all her memories but still having that feeling that she lost something. Then when Aira came up to her calling her mom and reminded her of her own little girl, Aira too lost her mother, so they were kind of like two sides of the same coin, both looking for something they once lost. When Silky remembered this, it made her think that Aira was her girl, so she became a yokai whose sole purpose was to protect her. Then Aira wakes up, can't see Momo on the floor, thinks something is wrong, and goes to stop Silky, but Ayese tells him to stop. Silky apologizes for her actions, saying that even though that she swore to protect Aira, all she did was hurt her more, and she couldn't even control her own emotions. Then Turbo Granny explains that aura is like a battery. Without it, you die. And since Silky is leaving behind regrets, she won't be able to die properly. To avoid this, she's now fading away into nothing. Everything and everyone living or dead will forget her and it will be like she never existed. Turbo Granny says that her life was pretty much worthless anyway, so it didn't matter. And I guess when you look at it that way, she's not wrong, but she is. Silky was more than just a random woman. She was a hard worker, a talented ballet dancer, and more importantly, an amazing mother who would do anything to protect her daughter. But hey, we deserve at least one moment of goodness in this episode. While Silky is crying over her regrets, Aira runs up to her like her daughter did and gives her a hug, saying that she won't forget her no matter what. And damn, Aira, I was not familiar with her game. I guess she's not an evil ass bitch after all. And yeah, that is it. Now imagine you just watched the saddest episode you've seen so far this year. You're sitting in your chair like this, and then this dumb ass cat starts coming in doing this bullshit. Man, I don't even know how to feel, bro. I thought JJK was bad enough. Sheesh.